The housing market has entered a recession.
150,000 tech workers have been laid off in 2022 alone.
Every second headline mentions recession.
Housing market starts to change.
Is the U.S. headed for a recession?
So unless you've been living under a rock in the middle of the ocean like your name was Patrick Star, then you should know by now, because everybody and their mamas are telling you by now, we're heading for a recession in 2023. Now, if we're gonna look at the definition of what a recession is, we're in a recession. We have been in a recession for months now, just based off the definition. Take a look at houses right now. We're talking about a decrease in sales, a decrease in supplies, and a decrease in value of these homes. Is that not what we've been waiting for? Are we not waiting for prices to drop? I've seen houses sell for $200,000-$300,000 under asking. Do you guys not remember 6 months ago when houses were selling for about $100K over for $800,000 homes? Do you guys not remember when there was 30 offers on a house within a day? Like, we're out of that. Like, we're dropping. Houses aren't selling. Nobody's even selling their homes. And when they are, they're selling for like 10% under what they want. It's just the truth. This is a recession. Okay, we are in a recession, a market collapse, a world collapse. Now, this is something that's different. This is something that, it's not the same as just a regular old recession. This is something that catches you by surprise. So these professional YouTubers looking at articles online and doing the damn thing for all these years and teaching you guys about market collapses, they don't know what they're talking about, because a market collapse is unpredictable. Yes, there's high inflation. Yes, there's signs that the markets might fall a smudge, but is it going to collapse? It can. But it could also collapse while I'm doing this video. It could also collapse in 5 years. There's just no telling sign. But when it does collapse, when there is a collapse, or when this recession gets worse and markets start to drop all over the place, what happens to Forex? This is a valid question. A lot of people have this question. What's going to happen to Forex? Because Forex is not the same as stocks, where they just continuously fall. We're talking about country versus country. We're talking about GBP versus JPY. Which country's having worse recession? Which company has a bigger collapse? Right? That's how you trade it. Or you sit back, you make no money during a recession, and you just continue to complain about why your life is getting worse and worse. The choice is yours. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to give you guys help, but you got to accept the help first. And I understand why you guys are scared. I see the fear. I understand that there is so many people just saying different things, and I get it. It scares you, especially Forex related, because it does affect NASDAQ, GJ. It affects everything, because whether GJ is the difference between GBP and JPY, which is obviously not US related, it is traded highly by US residents, meaning that if the US is not trading it as much, it's going to still be affected. Technicals move the market. It's not just fundamentals. It's not just things that happen in Britain. It's not just things that happen in Japan. It's things that happen trading wise, which are traded by anybody in the US, traded by anybody in the world. Now check this out, man. Virginia Governor Youngkin sees rising chance of recession, meaning in this moment he saw an even higher chance of recession for whatever reason. And this was January 23rd. That's kind of funny because, if we look at January 23rd on the chart, we continue to rise. While everyone said we were going to continue to drop, it's going to be a bad year, we continue to rise. Now, if you guys are not in my Clarity Forex app, it's a 100% free app. And in this app, I told everybody that if price breaks out of this wedge, we are going to see a lot of buying power through Q1 of 2023. This is based off of technicals. All I trade is technicals. So for those of you guys who are fearing what's going to happen, understand that technicals are more valid than any type of fundamentals, because you've heard it over and over again. It's a horrible thing. It's this. Well, did you guys even realize through 2022, which was supposed to be a great year, things were going great. We're still going up. Everything's rising. The stock market fell almost 34%. Did you realize that? Did you realize that it was a bearish year in the stock market? This is NASDAQ. This is 100 of the biggest stocks, and I can pull up any stock you guys want. I trade stocks too, and I'm extremely good at it, but let's take a look at this. We're talking about Ford, right? Ford, the trunk company. Whoa, we're talking about a 56% decline just in 2022, just in Ford Motors. Can you imagine all the other stocks? We had a horrendous year, just a horrible year for stocks, for NASDAQ, for gold, whatever you want to say. It's Forex related, it's Forex, and it was bad. But again, if we're going to go based off of technicals like I always do, I told you guys, I told everybody for free. I told hundreds of thousands of people in my app that we're going up. And by the way, the app's free. Everything on there is free. I don't charge for anything. I just teach, I help, and that's my goal, is to just make you guys better traders. While everyone else is installing fear into you, I want to let you guys know it's okay. I get asked every day, is Forex going to end? Is this the end of Forex? Will Forex be over during a recession or a market collapse? No. Why the would Forex be over? This shit going to be here forever. So get good at it. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you guys, okay? If you guys listen to me, then you would have understood that this is called a channel. This is a valid channel that NASDAQ has been in, and it was in a downtrending channel all through 2022. We've now broken out of that channel in 2023, meaning we're probably going to see a lot of bullish moves, a lot of investing opportunities all through 2023, at least the first half, maybe the first quarter at worst, but I would say at least the first half. You're going to see a nice push probably to make up a lot of this loss. And I would say we're not going to see a push to these highs again, but I could potentially, imagine that we'd see at least a decent little move about halfway through. And I mean, guys, take a look. Just from the start of January, we are already at 12% in the stock market. We're at 12%, but we have people like Youngkin who, are installing fear. They're making people worried. I mean, we have housing demands climbing as U.S. market starts to show signs of life. Mixed emotions here. I mean, now the market's coming back up. Things are starting to look a little bullish. I mean, just a month ago, everybody was declaring that this is going to be the worst year. It's going to happen right away. Morgan Stanley Wilson says, don't buy the rally. It's a fake rally. It's going to drop. We have Spanish inflation. We have German recession. The whole world's going to shit according to all of these little Bloomberg articles or articles you can find pretty much on any site. These are all just posted by Christopher Condon and Joe Wiesenthal. So what I'm trying to get to is you have got to stop going off of all these fundamentals. Do your thing. Okay, learn to trade and do it now. 2023 is the year absolutely to learn. And guys, market crashes happen. They happen, but it's okay. Here's the best part about trading Forex. You are not an investor. You are a trader. If you were an investor, well, then you'd probably be f***ed. You'd probably be f***ed if the markets crash because all your money is going to shit. You have your portfolio on all these different things. And if the global recession happens, you're f***ed. But the key benefit of trading Forex is you're only risking per trade. You're risking a couple percent per trade. Now, the benefit of trading Forex, trading NASDAQ, and again, trading it, not investing in it, but trading it, you're risking a certain percentage per trade. So if you're risking 2% per trade and a market crash happens, the most you're going to lose if you're in that trade during a market crash or during the span of a few weeks of a market crash is just whatever percentage you're in. This is why if you're an investor and there's a market collapse or a global recession, it can hurt you a lot worse. Now let's take a look back at COVID. When COVID first came around and, people were scared, what happened? Well, everybody sold. All these investors, whether they were big banked investors or just smaller investors, it didn't really matter. Everybody was selling. Now, during this time, we did see a major drop. Okay, we were at our high here, and then we saw 30% drop just in the span of a few months. Now, if you were investing into the NASDAQ market, and this drop occurred, well, you might have lost 30% and then took out whatever you had left because you were just panicking. This is what investors do. But if you were trading NASDAQ during this time, you know what you would have done instead? I don't think it's going to let me know. It wouldn't let me go to the 5-minute chart, of course, because trading view sucks. But if you were trading during that, you would have found enormous amounts of short positions, short opportunities. Now, this is why trading Forex is so much better than investing in stocks, investing in houses, investing in anything. Because when you're trading Forex, you have the power, you have the control. You're the one who dictates how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to risk, and how much you're going to make. So if there's a recession and the markets are trending to the downside, well, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to look for short positions along the way. So for instance, things are looking bad, right? Things aren't looking the best. I mean, we're having talks of dropping and we're dropping and whatever the case may be. Well, we know that we're in a downtrend, right? And I teach this on my Clarity app for free. Again, it's in the description. We know that we're downtrending. We have a small retracement and a break. Could have taken a short position there, or we could have waited for a support line break. Regardless, we're looking for a breakout. We're looking for a downtrending breakout because the markets are dropping. We're going to the downside. Now, again, if you're investing here and you see a drop like this and it continues to drop, well, you're just losing money. There's really nothing you can do. You can continue to rebuy, but if it continues dropping, you're screwed. But if you took a buy position here with Forex and you lost a couple percent, well, you move on and now you know you're looking for sells. Now, again, let's say we take our short position here, nice little risk. We're risking just a couple percent, whatever the case may be. Maybe we hit a 1 to 9. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we take our money, we can go spend time with our family, and the day's over. It's it. That's it. That's how Forex trading works. So what I want you guys to do is dedicate yourself. Dedicate yourself to trading and not investing. Because investing can be dangerous, especially during 2023 when there's talks of a recession, when the markets are acting iffy because people are scared. Because no matter what happens, if there's talks of a recession and people are scared, people are taking their investments out, you're going to see a drop in the NASDAQ market. If people feel like the markets are strong and they continue to invest, they continue to put money in, you're going to see bullish moves. You're going to capitalize on either one of those with Forex, either way. So when people ask me, is Forex over? Is this the end of Forex trading, or is Forex going to be done when the recession hits? Or no, it's not. And we can even go back to 2008. take a look at the 2008 crash. Now again, if you would have invested here at the high or even here, well, then you would have seen potentially, just with that drop, 52%, a 52% decrease in the market. And if you're investing in that and you have $100,000, your $100,000 is now swoop, cut directly in half. But if you were trading this, you could have taken short positions all along the way. All along this drop, you would have found so many short positions just off my breakout strategy. Again, it's all free. Go download the Clarity Forex app. You'll learn about it. And you could have made tons of money off of this recession now while people are scared. People are upset. People are losing their money. Their investments are going to shit. You're smiling. You made money. You're trading under that 200-day moving average, so you know I'm going to look for short positions all along the way. It's that simple. And guys, once you get to that low end where you think price is probably going to start to turn around, which it always does, now you have money that you made off of Forex on the way down. Now invest. Let's invest. Let's buy the bottom. Let's buy the dip. Let's continue to make money and watch it rise. I mean, guys, if you would have invested here since that drop, I mean, we can go and go and go. We're talking about 174% increases, you know what I'm saying, over the years. Of course, you might not hold that long, but again, if you're investing, then you can hold. I mean, that's the point, right? We could have saw a 600% increase just in the span of those whatever amount of years it was. I mean, that's 10 plus years, but again, it's an investment. It's a 401k. It's there for you in times of retirement or you're done, okay? But have the courage and brains to trade Forex along the way, so you're always making money. Now, for those of you guys who want to learn to make money trading Forex, again, Clarity Forex app is free. Go back to all of my videos. I teach it all the time. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to help you guys out. We are seeing a drop like we've seen in the past. We saw it in 2008 during the crash. We saw COVID's crash. This is a major drop in 2022, but is it going to continue higher? Of course it is. It's always okay to invest because your investments are going to pay off at some point. They always do. I mean, if you look at the data over the past forever, they always go back up. They always go back up. The same with the housing market. But on those drops, on those dips, when everybody's in fear, you can still trade Forex. You can still short it. You can make so much money. And this is why I love Forex, man. If you guys want more trading videos, man, let me know. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm tired. I need to go lay down, man. I've been super busy, man. Getting another house. Been in escrow. It's been stressful. It's been a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.